standing on the dais, having a mic, holding a marker on my hand, seen by you all, but I cannot see you, is L, S, S. L for Lalgudi, birthplace, S for Subramaniam for this name, S Sivakumaran is my name. CA circle affectionately call me as LSS. With immense pleasure and great opportunity in welcoming you all to KS Academy online batch. On behalf of KS Academy, I welcome you all to KS Academy, very particularly to my class of mathematics. Remember, children, I can call you as a children because I am 75 years old, therefore you are my children, grandchildren, great children, beloved children. You have ambition and aspiration of CA. CA course, most of your relation, friends and all this, they will say difficult course. CA is not a difficult course. You are going to be a future chartered accountant. I can call you all a future chartered accountant. You will be a full-fledged chartered accountant in 2025. So, you are going to be a chartered accountant, no doubt about it. CA, as friends, as relations said, difficult. It is not a difficult. If you feel difficult, everything is difficult. Eating difficult, speaking difficult. Therefore, nothing in the world is difficult. I can achieve. If I do not achieve, who can else achieve? You motivate. This sentence you tell. Parents usually they used to motivate. Nowadays is very difficult. Both of them are forced to take employment because of the economical condition. Both are employed, mean it is hardly find a time for them to motivate. So, we can have a self motivation. So, you can say daily you can put I am a chartered accountant, I will be a chartered accountant, I am a chartered accountant. In 2025 you can be a chartered accountant. Therefore, it is not at all difficult course, it is a easy course I can say. If you have any fear complex of CA, first remove the fear complex. Everyone feels difficult means you have to say if you work hard you will pass. Everyone says difficult means not that everyone is not writing. So, relations and friends and all this, you do not know the real picture of CA course. You people should not prepare like a school exam. 10 years question paper you will revise, you will write exam, you will pass. That is school exam. College exam also same thing. College exam 5-year notes is enough. 5 years past question papers you revise, you vomit it, you will be getting passed with good mark. But CA is not like that. If you work hard, we are all here to help you. Chartered accountancy will have a kindness of helping others. If you have any problem, you can contact the chartered accountant, qualified chartered accountant, you can introduce yourself, I have this problem, that problem, they will help. That good attitude I always notice in CA student. Even I come across ICAA students, but I cannot compare ICAA with the CA. This type of helping tendency, advising and how to prepare, which book is a very good book, which teacher's notes is very good, all this they will help. They will have a tendency of helping others. Very admirable, adorable quality I can notice in CAs. Therefore, if you come in virtual class, here it is a audio class. If you come to a virtual class, you can have a contact with various chartered accountant, various professors, various lecturers. Most of the professors are chartered accountant. Therefore, if you have any confusions or difficulties and all this, if you contact, definitely we are ready to help you. Having known the difficulties, we should not make you to feel difficult. That is my attitude, my policy. I suffered, therefore you should not suffer. That is a principle, that is a policy I used to follow. Nowadays, the policy is like this: I suffered, you too suffer, like you too Brutus, you too suffer. That I hate. Most of the person's attitude is like this: I suffer, you too suffer. You too word is wrong. I suffered, you should not suffer. That is called good attitude, good policy. We are all educated. Animals to animals helps. We are all human beings, educated human beings. We are here to help. At least even if you do not help, you should not hurt. That itself is one of the helps. Anyhow, this is a very simple course, easy course, interesting course. Secondly, you are all intelligent. You can ask the question, how so you are not seeing our faces, you are not our assessment, without seeing our faces, you are telling CA mean you are planning. You very cleverly you planned to become a chartered accountant. Those who are choosing CA course, definitely they are intelligent. Intelligent person will always like a CA course. So you have liked CA course, you have planned your future to become a chartered accountant. Therefore, you are really intelligent. Choosing the CA course shows your intelligence. Unlike others, engineering, this, that, and all this you didn't choose. You have chosen CA course. So it is a course based upon your talents, based upon your knowledge. Therefore, this course you have chosen, it shows your intelligence first. Secondly, you have chosen KS Academy to prosecute studies. Remember, KS Academy is the only institute in Chennai having very excellent teachers, stalwarts, excellent teachers, having experienced, aged teachers. You cannot find in any other academy having such experienced faculties in all the course, foundation, intermediate, final. In all the three levels of course, excellent and eminent teachers are there. Therefore, they know how to teach, how to make the student to become a chartered accountant. So, you have chosen KS Academy. That shows another intelligence you have. So, totally you people are very, very intelligent. The intelligence you have to spend on studies. Intelligence in all fields you will be having, wrong field, right field. The right field, if you show your intelligence, you become a genius. Intelligence, wrong things if you do, you are a genius criminal. We don't want a criminal, we want to be a chartered accountant. Secondly, most of your friends and relations, as said earlier, the CA course is very difficult and all. Remember, C stands for certainly, A stands for achievable. Certainly achievable course is CA. That is, certainly you will pass. That course is CA. Hereafter, if any of your friends, relations and all this say difficult means, you tell, my master said nothing in the world is difficult. If we feel difficult, everything is difficult. We should not feel. We are here to overcome the difficulties. We are going to pass. You see, in 2025, I am a chartered accountant. If you want to know about the speciality of a chartered accountant alone can sign in the balance sheet. Perhaps you might have come across in balance sheet. In the balance sheet, only chartered accountant, CA, chartered accountant alone can sign. President cannot sign. You have to sign. Prime Minister cannot sign. You have to sign. Chief Justice of India cannot sign. You are going to sign. Such a prestigious value you have in your signature. After passing CA, you can be a gazetted officer. Green color pen, you can use it. Such a prestigious course you are doing. Remember, engineering, local. Medicine, local. They are all local professional course. Their knowledge is tested only within Tamil Nadu. Their knowledge is tested. Whereas CA, your knowledge is going to be tested all India level. You are compared with all India level comparison. Your knowledge is compared with all India level. Perhaps you might have come across the IIT. Usually the science student, when they were doing 10th standard, they will boost themselves. I have joined the entrance of IIT. I am doing IIT entrance course. I am attending this class, that class, and all they will boost themselves. Same amount of boosting you can make. You are also doing all India level. IIT is also all India level. CA is also all India level. You can also have a same boosting. I am doing CA foundation, that's called entrance. CA foundation. I am preparing for CA foundation. You can also equally boost. I a science student to IIT, commerce student to CA. Such a comparison is very valuable comparison. After passing IIT, they are not going to be a guest officer, whereas you can be a guest officer. You can attestation you can have. IIT students, they cannot give attestation. You can sign in the green ink, they cannot sign in the green ink. Lot of privilege you have. Such a valuable course you are doing. You can be very proud and raising the collar, holding the head with pride and proud. You can hold the head if you pass CA. In 2025, I am going to see you all as a chartered accountant. So, future aspirant of CA, I welcome. Once again, I welcome to my class. So, CA is not a difficult course, certainly achievable course. We are always, he helps you to. Any confusion, any doubt and all this, you have every right of asking. It is a prestigious course you are doing. You have to behave like a prestigious manner. CA is a gentleman course, you should behave like a gentleman. Cricket is a gentleman game. Tennis is a gentleman game, costly. Same manner, CA you are doing means such a gentleness, that politeness, that behavior, that attitude, everything I used to see you. If it is a face-to-face class, still more advice I will give, because I cannot see you. I cannot see you, your behavior in attending the class and all this I cannot. If I come face-to-face class means I can assess. Between 3 classes I can assess the students. Though not correctly, at least a rough idea I can have. So, these students are worthy in attending my class. These students are deserving for my teaching. These students are not deserving. We should not take class. I used to judge. But here it is not possible. For another 2 months or 1.5 months, it is not possible for you to assess. Whenever we have a face-to-face class or eye-to-eye class, then I can assess easily. Anyhow, your behavior like a gentleman style, you have to behave. Gentleman treatment will be given to my class. If you attend my class, gentleman treatment, VIP treatment I will give. Therefore, CA course is very, very, very easy. CA foundation is very, very, very difficult to fail. Remember, difficult to fail. That is very easy to pass meaning. Therefore, you should not have any iota of weakness, iota of difficulties and all. Whenever you have difficulty, you can use the teacher. We are always helps you. Like a school, you should not ask a doubt and all this, we won't. We won't, because once upon a time I was a student, though not a CA student, I was a student, post-graduation student, graduate student and all. Therefore, I know the difficulties of a student. When I was like your age attending classes, I used to pass a lot of remarks about the teacher. If the teacher is not good, I will curse him. I will not only curse him, his entire family I will curse. Teacher, I am expecting much more from teacher. He is not a student. He is once upon a time he was a student, leave it. Now he is a teacher. That is the reason in the CA course, almost all the teachers are knowledgeable teachers. They will help you. Here we are here to help you. We will be very proud of you if we pass. Pass percentage will be more. Therefore, we are very happy. Therefore, with fear, don't attend the class. Without any fear, I will achieve. Master said that in 2025, I will be a chartered accountant. So that your parents will feel very happy. Your father and all this will be proud of saying, my daughter is CA, passed. Now parents are very proud of saying, my daughter is doing CA, my son is doing CA. Like this, they are very proud of doing the course. Join the course itself, they have a prideness and proudness. Think, if you pass, definitely you will pass. If you pass and if you become a chartered accountant, how your parents will feel? They are expecting from you success. They are not asking any money from you. Your job is to attend the class, acquire knowledge, pass. That's the only thing you have to do. Up to 24 or up to 24, your duty is to study. You have to improve your career, you have to improve. CA is enough. Enough is always enough. Spade is always spade. CA course is enough. After passing CA, you need not do any other course. Sir, additional qualification is not a disqualification. Overqualification is not a disqualification. You can argue. First, your aim should be CA. Parallel, you should not do various courses, you should not do. Your concentration should be one and only one subject. That subject is a CA. You take a CA, you take ACS to take ICWA, job opportunity. ICWA, where factories are there, you can get employment. Factories, where they, especially in Tamil Nadu, factories are at Mosul. Otherwise, Gujarat, a lot of factories we have. Therefore, ICWA students will get a past ICWA student get employment in factory side. Company secretary, in companies only one or two company secretary alone they will appoint. So, job opportunity less. If you take one company, in one company there will be one company secretary. For helping him, extra company secretary, there will be junior company secretary, they will admit one or two. But in the case of CA, one company can appoint 5 CAs. One CA for resource acquiring, finance controlling, another CA salary and employment side he has to look after. Another CA, he has to file the returns and all this, tax planning and all. So, a company's expansion scheme, finance acquirement, financial crisis cases how to overcome, where which bank we have to get a loan, foreign investment, all this planning. So, not less than 10 or 12 chartered accountants will be done. Therefore, they won't admit only one chartered accountant. Even argument says, even if you do not get any employment after passing, you can start practice. If you have any of your relation, you can put a partnership, you can have a company. You can start a company in your name or in your partner name. So that you have no question of employment, no recession at all. IT company, they had a recession, whereas your case, no recession at all. After passing CA, first employment itself, you will be getting 60 to 60,000 you will be getting. CA interlevel itself, they are getting 30,000 rupees. Qualified chartered accountants, easy employment. Therefore, no question of employment after passing. Engineering, you take 1,000 engineers, they are not, they couldn't get any employment, they are searching for employment. That is the reason even 2,000 rupees, 3,000 rupees per month employment they are doing, because no job. But CA case is not like that. After passing CA, immediately beginning, you can practice. If you want to seek employment, any companies you can join. Otherwise, if you do not have a practice, if you do not like employment, why I want to give my service to other person, I myself apply my service, so that my company I can improve. Thereby you can practice yourself. Nowadays the practice is better than employment. Otherwise, any of your relation is a chartered accountant, added advantage you have. You can have a company partnership, so that both of you can hold company. Even you can appoint some article clerks and all, free employment. Lot of facilities you have in CA. That facility you are going to avail it, you are going to use it, you are going to be a chartered accountant. That much is enough for you. About the teacher you should know, about me. The LSS, my profile. I am not a teacher. I was an employee of Madras Port Trust. Accidentally, I took a teaching. It elevated to the highest level, it elevated. Entire southern region, they know LSS. My service in teaching is, father was my student, CA. His son is also my student. Father was my student, his son is also my student. So, 2 generations I have taken. So, I can be saying father my student, son, mother my student, daughter my student. That way you yourself can assess what could be my experience in teaching. I am not taking any other course. I am a teacher teaching mathematics, statistics, operation research for CA, ICAA, MBA. Various colleges I used to take MBA, operation research. That is my pet subject. Almost all the institute they know. CA institute I put 35 years of service, I put 4 decades of teaching. So, 40 years I am teaching CA course. I am the oldest among the youngest among the oldest. Any manner you can call me. Oldest person among the youngest. He is the youngest person among the oldest. Therefore, you need not worry about my style of teaching. I was associated with D.G. Vaishnava College. I was associated with Sri Institute of Management. I was associated with the SRM Vadapaini campus, and I was taking few classes in New College. I was associated with various institutes offering CA course, various institutes, even Prime Academy and Shankara Academy, various academy I have taken. Because of my age, health condition, I restricted. Even they are inviting me at this age. We want a good teacher, irrespective of the age. Good teacher can deliver very good things. You have an experience. Youngsters, they cannot have the experience. My experience speaks. My experience makes you to understand. That's the reason most of the academies still they are inviting at this age. My brain says take class. Health is not cooperating. No cooperation movement in my health. Body is not cooperating. Brain cooperates, you teach. Health is not supporting. Even I cannot stand steadily, I cannot stand because of the age. That is the reason I reduced my association with various. I am now associated with KSRB, which is very near to my house is one reason. Treatment was excellent because they are portraying the teacher. Those who are admiring the teacher, generally their academy will shine. I paid the fees you taught me, that we won't. Even if anybody says I will pay penny, other institute they pay 1,000, I will pay 2,000, come in, I won't come. Even if we pay 500 rupees, treatment must be good. At this age, what we are expecting, at this age, what is my expectation? Recognition, treatment, not for money. I have enough money. That respect I used to get in KS Academy. That's the reason I like this academy. I am continuing more than 10 years continuously I am taking. Other academy also parallel I used to take. Nowadays I am not taking. Therefore, this academy alone I am taking. LSS style of teaching. According to my teacher, teacher should be known by his tongue. I have a very good tongue. Teacher should not be assessed by his dress, by his personality, by his qualification. You should not assess. Teacher should be assessed by what he says, how he says. That is very important. I know my tongue is very, very good. Further, I know what I should not teach. Good teacher should know what he should not teach. I know both what to teach, what not to teach, how to teach, how not to teach. All this I know. Therefore, you are going to love my class. Perhaps if your relation is a chartered accountant, your father is a chartered accountant, or brother is a chartered accountant, cousin is a chartered accountant, you ask whether you know LSS. Those who have qualified 1983 onwards, those who have qualified 83, even outstation and all, they know me. They had a mathematics for intermediate, they had a mathematics. Now you have a foundation mathematics. At that time, intermediate, inter, CA inter, they had a mathematics for 100 marks, full trigonometry. Here no trigonometry for you. Foundation, no trigonometry. They are full trigonometry they had. BSc level mathematics, convergency, divergency. So most of the students, they used to come to my house. Even they used to say, sir, integral, integration, if I look, I am having a fear, sir. Integral sign is like a snake. Therefore, I am afraid of integration, sir. I said, no. If you come to my class, I will make you to understand. I took how I got the teaching interest. Mean right from childhood, I always like teaching. How to teach? Teaching, I like. Subject, I love. Passion over teaching, love over the subject, both clicked me. Two students of CA, they came around 1978. Most of you might have not born, your father, mother also. 1978, two students, they came. Sir, we are CA student, we feel very difficult and all. At the time, I took classes in ICW Institute. So, ICW student, they said he will take very nicely. Then I taught. Office, morning office, evening teaching. Those students secured 65 marks. Immediately they went to CA Institute. They are recommended. At the time, CA Institute is a very small building, no water, no toilet. 1978 period I am telling. Now it is a very attractive building now they have. We suffered. So teacher, that deputy director called me. At the time, no phone, no cell phone. One representative from CA Institute called at my house. He said, deputy director wanted to see you. Next day I went. At the time, my personality was very poor, not like this. Completely black haired, black bird, black beard, very still more thin. He has no confidence on me from the look. He looked in a sarcastic manner, he looked, but he said, students are expecting much more from you. So 1 week class I will give. If the class is very good, I can continue. If not, no other go. Yes, sir, I am ready. One first class I entered, no students stand because they do not know I am a teacher. So I came, I stood on days. Afterwards they realized I am a teacher. Then I took 3 classes I took. After 3 classes, all students like a Pied Piper. That is one story, Pied Piper story. All the students, they run after me. 3 days, because I know how to present. How to present I know. I used to think, if my teacher present like this, I love. In the same manner, I will present. What style of presentation student will like, that style I cultivated. Why? Because all maths teachers will teach same thing. I am going to say 5 plus 2 is equal to 7, other teacher also going to say 5 plus 2 is 7. But students, they like me. Why? I will come down to that level. I will put the laces of shoes. You cannot expect the teacher will put the laces on the shoes. I will put. I will make an assessment. Student doesn't know anything. He is going to learn from me. In that manner I will teach. That is the reason everyone there liked me. The elevator, so I resigned my job because of the crowd, because of the students' enrollment is very high. At that time, no video and all. 5 batches I will take, each batch 30 students, 40 students like a school. 5 times I will repeat. Now those who are even getting an admission in my private tuition, very difficult. They are elevated. Now everyone, they know me. Every person now holding a very good post, he was my student. Chem Plus company, most of the persons in the finance department, they were my student. Most of them, they are holding a very good post. Andhra students, they loved me like anything. They would go, they will tell. Feedback report, excellent. Wherever I go, whenever I take classes, I will steal the show. Style of presentation they like. Writing, presenting, points, and giving notes, everything they like. New style of presentation I cultivated. That's the reason they like. Therefore, you are going to like. Do not now. You wait. It is too early for me to make assessment about the teacher. Don't think unless he himself boosting. No, I never in the habit of boosting myself. My quality others should speak. My mother said, your quality you should not speak. Other persons should speak about you. Self manner you should not. That is the reason you wait. You are first class you are attending, so you do not know. You do not know head and tail of LSS, you do not know. But in the course of time, 3 classes or 4 classes is enough to assess a teacher. 3 classes, continuous classes. Therefore, some students, the first chapter you will always take nicely. What about the last chapter? Again, they have suspicion. Definitely, I know because I have seen the feedback. I have a floods of feedback reports, arrows of praise I have. All feedback what I used to say, excellent, excellent, they'll say. One drawback is he will come always late. He won't take classes on time, he will always come late. That's the reason we used to call him a late LSS. I said late LSS meaning is different. Late LSS mean no more LSS. I am still there, fortunate or unfortunate, I am still alive. So don't say late LSS, late arriving LSS. The arriving word he put, train arrival. So late arriving LSS, they used to call L stands for late arriving. S stands for slow teaching, very slow I will teach. And another S, praising adjective. I will leave it to your choice. It is a praising adjective they used to say. Therefore, you are going to enjoy my class. It is a lovable class. It is very easy. Sir, I have my mathematics knowledge is only 10th standard, sir. Whether I can cope up mean definitely you can cope up. Not that you should have a very good knowledge of plus 2 level knowledge, not required. Even 10th standard knowledge is enough. I will teach right from basic, I will teach. You are going to enjoy the class because you may have a fear complex. That is the reason I want to do class. You may have a fear complex. That is the reason. Even if you ask me to go faster, I won't. That is the reason slowly I will teach. Steadily you have to follow. Definitely you can achieve success. Therefore, don't worry. You want a good teacher, is it not? Same manner your behavior. Of course, it is when you come to I class, behavior in the classroom, like a decent manner you have to behave in my class. It is not possible now. It is a virtual, it is a audio class, online class. I cannot expect discipline and all. As and when you sit and listen my face-to-face class or I class, then discipline everything I will say. Anyhow, mathematics is made easy because of LSS. Mathematics is made simple, made easy. It is not my tribute, students' tribute, I am reproducing. That topic we are going to enjoy. Mathematics. Without mathematics, no physics. Look, physics cannot be studied without mathematics. Chemistry, without mathematics you cannot study. Accountancy, mathematics knowledge is enough. You are adding total, add. Asset to total, liability, addition. Mathematics knowledge, partnership, ratio, knowledge, costing, mathematics required. History, geography, mathematics not required. So all other subjects, mathematics, economics, mathematics required. So other subject requires mathematics. Whether mathematics requires physics, whether mathematics requires chemistry knowledge, whether mathematics requires economics knowledge, other subject depends on mathematics. Mathematics is not depending on other subject. It is a very independent subject is mathematics. It is not at all relying on other subject. That is the reason we used to call mathematics is a mother of arts. It is a queen of science. That queen and mother we are going to discuss. Very simple manner, easy manner we are going to discuss. My style of teaching. First I will explain. When I explain, you have to listen. I will say listen means you have to listen. Like a reporter, you should not take any points from my lecture class. You should not take any points in the side and all this. You should not. I will say listen means simply hold, see the cell phone. What I am saying, listen. Thereafter, I will explain. Listen, I will say listen means listen. I will explain. Thereafter, I will write. Then you have to copy. Sometimes I will dictate. Initial classes, I will write on the board my accent, my pronunciation, whether it is suitable, whether you could follow it or not is a doubt. So, 1 or 2 classes or first 3 classes I will dictate, I will not dictate, I will spell, but I will write on the board. What I am saying I will write on the board. Then problem book will be given, a book containing problem will be given. So, I will do the problem. LSS will not do only 2 problem, 3 problem, 4 problem. LSS will do half a century problem, 3/4 century problem, 60 problem, 70 problem I will teach. Teach my duty of a teacher. Teacher should do more number of problems. Teacher should not escape by doing couple of problems, and that too easy problem. If you go to school, in the exercise first 4 problem will always be easy. Any exercise in mathematics, first 4 problem you check, very simple, very easy. Last few problems are very difficult. If you ask the teacher to do the last 4 problems, they will give homework. They will have a guide, they will purchase a guide, from the guide they will. Now, I am very sorry to say, some exceptions are there. Whenever I say something, some exceptions are there. Nowadays, teachers have no interest in teaching. I have a doubt they have a knowledge. Nowadays, they are purchasing degrees, paying 50,000 rupees, they are getting a degree. We are attending the college to learn the subject. I attended the college to learn the subject, to learn mathematics. I attended, not just an Namke Basti, I want to get a degree. After my name, I have to put a degree. In that manner, I didn't attend the college. Acquiring knowledge, we attend the college. I am talking during 1970s, I am talking. Nowadays, they are attending the college, they are passing, but no knowledge. +2 mark, fantastic mark, no knowledge. Mark does not correlate the knowledge, correlate your intelligence. That is the reason I have to blame the teacher is having a qualification without knowledge. Qualification without knowledge means purchasing the degree. When you purchase the degree, how can you become a teacher? Teacher should be a full knowledgeable person. Any doubt if they ask, he must be in a position to explain. You should not ask, tomorrow I will explain. You should not, on the spot immediately has to explain. That is a teacher. And nowadays, so they are not having like that. Students are also equally blamable. They are also not showing much interest in learning from the teacher. The students are behaving like a cinema. In any cinema you take, teachers are portrayed as a laughing stock. Teachers are portraying as a laughing stock. Hero directly walk into the class, he will pull the heroine out without permission, without courtesy, no. In that manner, cinema they are portraying mean, in reality also is it possible? It is not possible. That is the reason in cinema also they have to portray. As a teacher is a guru, he is a second parent of student, second parent. They are shaping the character. Teachers are shaping the characters. So, not giving a respect like this, like a cinema manner, you should not behave. Cinema is an imaginary world. In reality, it is not possible. Another example, especially you take say Tamil movies, because movie example given means easy to follow. In Tamil movies, if you look hero is usually in black color. Color skin is a very black. Qualification, no qualification. He will be rowdy, dada, poriki, smuggling. In that activities he will be involved. Heroine is always white complexion. Check all heroines, white complexion. They will speak English better than hero. Speak English, but in reality, they will always love porky, dada, etc. That is a story is like this. So all heroines, educated heroines, rich family heroines, they will love the Puriki, Dada, etc., etc. Why they are not liking chartered accountant? Why they are liking a professor like me? Not love. Why they are not? Why they are not loving a doctor? Why they are not loving an engineer? Is there any rule that they have to love? At least one or two is acceptable. Most of the movies are like this. That is reason students nowadays they are thinking, oh, now if I become a Dada, then definitely white colored heroines will love. Like this they are thinking. Acquiring qualification, seeking a very good employment, good post, they will admire you. Cinema theatre they will do, practically no one will do. In cinema they will portray it like this. Cinema is a piece of entertainment. It will corrupt your mind. It will corrupt. You are seeing the movie without without any disturbance, pin drop silence you are seeing the movie. Why can't you disturb in the cinema theatre? Pin drop silence. You are involving with the character. If I teach you mathematics, you are not involving with mathematics. You are thinking some other word you are entering. You are involving with the cinema character. I am asking you to involve yourself with the mathematics. I like, sir, you should like. In cinema liking, in what way you will get benefit? When any employment will get? Any interview question they will ask on cinema? That is the reason. Cinema is just a matter of entertainment. You sit 2 hours of entertainment, 2 hours you sit 2 hours over, that's all. That is not the life. This is the life. So you have to involve with the subject. Be the active student. Show your intelligence. Show your interest. Everything if you exhibit, teachers feel very happy. That is the reason I will make you to love. The primary duty of a teacher is to love, make a love of the subject. Then only you will concentrate. I will make the subject easily understandable. I will create interest in learning. That is my primary duty. Therefore, my problems are enough. Unnecessarily, you need not buy any book and all this waste. Institute, they will give on study material. That material don't look up. My notes is more than enough. Each chapter 50 to 60 problem I will do. From various books I will take. Therefore, my notes, my problems are like a Bible, like a Quran, or like a Bhagavad Gita. Concentrate. Other problems and all this waste. My problems are more than enough. Therefore, don't worry about mathematics. So, this much of advice is enough for you. I said about the CA course, I said about my style of teaching, and I said about the subject of mathematics. It is a lovable subject, it is an easy subject, it is an interesting subject, liking subject also. Therefore, you need not, so long I am here, you need not have a fear of mathematics. This much of advice is enough for you. You people should not think what else is going on, advising. Anybody can advise easily. Anybody can advise to anybody. Advising easy. Practicing is very difficult. If I go to home, parents are advising. If I come to class, parents are teachers are advising. Anywhere I go, everywhere I see advice. Yes, anyone can give any advice to everyone. Whereas that is the reason you people think advising is intolerable, sir. I know, according to your age, you hate advice. You hate any person giving advice, you hate. Because your age is like this. But you have to overcome. Your age is not always like 17. 17 become 18, 18 become 19, and 20 in increasing order. You are not always be in the same level. You will not, you cannot. At one point of time, at that time you should not realize. I can tell like this. The first, after passing plus 2, 4.5 years. 4.5 years, if you work hard, by the time your age will be 23. After 23, you can sit and enjoy the life. You can start the life. You are a chartered accountant, so you can get a good employment. Society, they will respect you. Family, they will respect you. Family relation, they will respect you. Your friends, they will respect you. After acquiring that qualification, don't study. life is settled. You can start life. At the age of 24 or 25 itself, you can start life. This 4.5 years, if you do not concentrate, if you do not work, rest of the life you have to suffer. Rest of the life you have to feel. Oh, my friend passed away, my relation passed away, I couldn't pass it. What about my future? All this at that time he will think, everyone will think, everyone will realize at one point of time. This is not the age to realize, this is the age to learn at one point of time. Imagine yourself, your age is 25. At that time you are not getting a qualification, mean you feel, your family members, your relations and all this they will see you in a different manner. That is an elderly person like me, why we are advising? Any benefit I am going to get in advising? Because we know life is not a full of rows of beds. Life is not like that. Life is got thorns also, trials also, tribulation also. That is reason life is not so sweet. Life is having hurdles. We have come across lot of hurdles. That is the reason don't do like this. We are warning. We are warning. Don't go in this manner. You have travel in this manner. We are guiding you because you want to come up. That's the reason we are advising. But I know your age will not accept the advice. My age will not accept without giving advice. Your age is not accepting good advice. My age is not accepting without giving advice. My conscience says you are an old person, 74. Why can't you advise? You have come across lot of problems you have come across. Not mathematical problem, other problem also. A lot of problems you have come across. Why can't you guide? They are all children. Just they have come out from school. They do not know what is what. You have to guide them. You are here. You are a teacher. You have to build up the character. You are a parent, the second parent I said. You have to put them in a right manner. It is your duty. Because your designation is third rank. My rank is third rank. Mata, Pita, first God, second God, third. Actual God is fourth. Pita, Mata first, Pita second, Guru third. Actual God is fourth. So you are a third rank. You have to guide them. You have to mold the character, mold the future. You advise them. They do not know, of course, you have to guide. In that manner, you see, after achieving the qualification, they will always remember you. A good teacher will always be remembered by the student. Always they used to remember. Because I used to come across any marriage and all this, if I happen, when one student will come, sir, I was your student during this year, I attended your classes, sir. I was attending your operation research class here, attended, sir, they used to come. At that time, we used to have some prideness, some happiness I used to have at that time, students, if they say, admire and all. So this much is enough, not that every class I will advise. Being a first class, I used to give an advice, and if you have a right spirit, you follow it. Who is he to advise? Even my parents are advising, I am not adhering the advisor. Who is he? For a teacher, he is advising and all this. If you think, I leave it to your choice. Bear the consequences. I cannot insist. Nowadays, I cannot insist everyone. If you like, I used to say, if you like, you follow. If you do not like, you quit. Otherwise, you make me to quit. I am ready to quit. I am here, ready to quit. So you are not so good, better you quit. Means dead. Immediately I walk out. That policy I no compromise. If you like, sit. If you do not like, quit. Otherwise, I will quit. These are the policy, and this much is enough. Let us enter into the subject. As you dress very neatly, you have to write the notes also very neatly, you have to write. If any third person sees, who teaches like this, mean at the time you have to say my name. There is one teacher, educated teacher, he used to teach her like this. In that manner, neatly you write. First you write chapter number 1. Sentimentally, I always take the very first chapter, ratio and proportion, sentiment. Not that I have to follow the rules of CA book, any order I can take all independent chapters. Not that if you know one first chapter, then you can understand the second chapter. No, all chapters are independent. If you are very good at in this chapter, you can get to 2 marks. Object data, you know, mathematics 40 marks, statistics 40 marks, logical reasoning 20 marks, total 100 marks. Mathematics easily you can get to 20 to 25 marks out of 40 easy, I can make you to get. Statistics you can get to 25 to 30. Logical reasoning 12 marks you can get. So 20, 25, 25, 25, 12, 62 marks easy for you to get minimum. Thereafter, if you work harder and if you have a good knowledge and all this, paper will when easy, even you can get 65, 70. But I cannot make you, to my teaching will not make you to get centum. Centum is not possible, nobody has secured a centum. Even CPD examination, 27 examinations CPD they conducted. Foundation 4 examinations so far they conducted. None of the examination students secured a centum. 96 maximum secured 96, my students secured 96. Centum is highly impossible. I can make you to get centum, you have to sit with 3 years, you have to sit. If you sit with me 3 years, I can make you to get centum. Will anybody sit? That is the reason. I am supposed to teach within 40 hours, within 60 hours, within 100 hours I have to teach. Within 100 hours entire thing I have to teach means I cannot make you. I can make you to pass with very good mark of 60, 65 out of 100. But centum is difficult, but you can get centum. If you have a very good knowledge, besides my teaching, if you have extra some knowledge, you can get even 80, 90. My contribution, my making you is to get only 65 to 70. Paper is 80. First, I am going to explain. At that time, simply you have to listen. You should not write a point. You are not a reporter. Reporter means immediately you will write up points and all in the side here and all you will write. Thereby clumsy working. Therefore, you listen means simply listen, don't write only heading. Chapter title, chapter 1, title and mark allocation. If you are very strong in this area, you will be getting 2 marks. Only 2 questions you can expect. They won't ask you 20 questions ratio proportion, only 2 questions. First listen. Comparables alone should be compared. That is a logic. Comparables should be compared. Incomparables cannot be compared. Uncomparable cannot be incompared. So, in comparison is uncompared, uncompared is incompared. Comparison possible, only comparable quantities alone possible. Quantity. When you express certain things, you have to express numerically, you have to express. If I ask what is your age, you will say my age is 18, 18 is a numerical. What is your height? My height is 5 feet 3 inches. What is your parents' income? Rupees 40,000. What is the today's climatic 23 degrees Celsius? Certain things we are expressing in terms of numerical. But always you cannot express everything in numerical. Happiness will express numerically. My happiness is 75. What is 75? 75 kilogram? 75 years? My pain is 220. What is it? Certain things you cannot express in terms of numerical. In nature, some things we can express in numerically. Some things we can express yes or no. Paining, not paining. Beautiful, not beautiful. I like, I dislike. I am happy, I am not happy. It is paining, it is not paining. You can put English adjectives, you can put severe pain, severe adjective, severe pain, unbearable pain, intolerable pain. You can put adjectives, but numerically not possible. Anything you can express in terms of numerical, quantifiable item. Anything which you cannot express means qualitative product, qualitative item. Quality alone, yes or no alone you can say. The product is bright, sir, so bright. This product is not so bright. Yes or no you are telling. He is married, he is unmarried. Marriage in terms of numerical not possible. Intelligence cannot be expressed in terms of numerical. He is intelligent, he is unintelligent. That's all we can say. He is more intelligent, he is having less intelligent. That's all you can say. Numerical not possible. So, in nature, certain things can be expressed numerically, certain things cannot be expressed numerically. You express numerical only you have to take. Ratio is concerned with numerical expression you have to take. First, what is ratio? If you put a question, ratio is a comparison. Even in your life, your parents always compare your performance in school with your friends. Have you said that girl, your friend got the first rank, why you got a fourth rank? They will compare. Your friend got centum, you got 97, why? They will ask parents. Parents will always have an inquisitiveness, curiosity they used to have, comparing their own children with others. They used to compare. So, they are comparing their mark in two subjects. Mark in mathematics they are comparing. Your friend got a centum, you got 97. You went why mark went down, they will ask. They are comparing. So, what is ratio mean? It is a comparison. First, it is a comparison. Comparison of what? Comparison of quantifiable item. Comparison of quantifiable item of same kind. Quantifiable item of same kind expressed in the same measuring unit. It is a comparison. Listen immediately, don't take any point. Listen means listen, I will say take down. At the time you take, I am asking you to listen. Ratio is a comparison of, we want two persons to compare. One person he himself cannot compare, it cannot be compared. So, minimum 2. So, it is a comparison of 2, minimum 2 or more quantifiable item of same kind measured, expressed in the same measuring unit. What is the meaning, sir? Height of 2 persons you can compare. Your height can be compared with your friend's height. Height is called kind, same kind. Weight of 2 persons you can compare. Weight is the same kind. Plus 2 mark of 2 students you can compare. Here the plus 2 is the same kind. On the other hand, will anybody compare chappal size with the plus 2 mark? My plus 2 mark is so and so, my chappal size is 7. Will you compare chappal size and plus 2 mark? Will you compare your father's income with some person's height? Yes, height 6 feet, my father's income 30,000. Will anybody compare? Both are quantifiable. You are expressing quantity. Kind varies. That chappal size is one kind. Plus 2 mark is another kind. You are comparing wrong. Father's income, another person's height different. So, same kind. Suppose 2 persons you are comparing, income you are comparing. One person income is paise, another person income is, one person income is lakhs, another person income is 1000 made. Comparison should be made lakhs, always 1000. One person income is 40,000, another person income is 1.5 lakhs. You should not compare immediately. Why? Because both kind, income, kind, same kind, rupee, measuring unit. But one is 1000, other is lakh. You have to convert into same. Afterwards, you have to compare. So, ratio is a comparison of two or more quantifiable items. Comparables alone should be compared. You should not compare uncomparables. Uncomparables should not be compared. Uncomparables are incompared. First you write point 1, margin space you have. This is a margin. After margin you have to start. Here you put point 1. Point 1. Comparables alone should be compared. Point 1, comparables alone should be compared. Point 1. Point 2, uncomparables are incompared. Comparison not possible. Uncomparables are incompared. Otherwise, you can write incomparables or uncompared also you can write. Good English. Here in, there un. Three points I have given. You copy point 1. After margin you start. You need not start center of the paper. After margin, start immediately after margin. Comparables alone should be compared. Uncomparables are incompared. Point 3. Ratio is a comparison of two or more quantifiable items of same kind expressed in the same measuring unit. These three you write, I will give illustration, listen, afterwards I will write, you copy. These three things you have to, below you have to write, below this illustration. After writing these three, illustration A, don't take, first I will explain, afterwards I will ask you to write. Here just listen, 4 illustrations we can discuss. More illustration will make you to understand. Some student can catch within 1 or 2 illustrations, couple of illustrations they can catch, but I cannot expect all the students can catch into illustration. Same teacher teaches, person is taking a same examination, question paper, same timings, same subject, but at different marks. Why? Same teacher taught, one student got 85, 90, 100 centum, another student got 60, 65, one student got 30, 35. Same teacher, same timing, same question paper, same subject, different mark. Same manners, one or two students, 2 points, 2 illustrations can make them to understand. At least the 4 illustrations given mean 95 to 100% will understand what is what. First I will explain, don't take A alone you put 3 A, it is not a 4. Third paragraph containing 4 illustrations, 3A, 3B, 3C, 3D. Listen, don't take. Example for ratio, comparison of 2 persons income, monthly income of 2 persons. One person A's income is monthly income 25,000, B's income is rupees 40,000. We can compare. Why we can compare? 25,000, 40,000 is a quantity, quantifiable item. Income, one person daily income, another person's monthly income, you should not compare. Monthly income given the problem, same kind. What is the same kind? Means monthly income. One person monthly income, another person yearly income, you should not. Both income, but one is a monthly, other is yearly, not possible, it is not the same kind. Therefore, here monthly, you can compare, same kind. Both rupees, one is a lakh, another is a 100 not given. One is a million, another is a billion not given. Same rupees. So you can compare. The ratio is 5:8 is a ratio. Ratio is a we compared. We compare the income, final answer is 5:8. 5:8 is called ratio. Now you write A. The monthly income. Illustration A. The monthly income of 2 persons or A, you write monthly income of 2 persons or so and so rupees. Here monthly income is the same kind. Here monthly income represents same kind. Rupees is called same measuring unit. They can be compared. You have to cut same quantity, you have to cut. Phi cancellation. Anybody having confusion despite my explanation? I am explaining for the benefit of the student. Definition sometimes in English understanding difficulty. From the English sentence, what is the meaning? Some can understand, but I cannot explain. All the students are able to understand what is what. That is reason examples. From the example, try to understand. Income of two persons or so and so. 25,000, 40,000. Income of two persons. Here income is a monthly income, is the same kind. One income is daily, other is monthly. Mean you are right, we cannot compare, because in one income represent daily, other income represent monthly, not the same kind. We cannot compare. That's all. Here monthly, same kind. Rupee, the one income is rupee, another person is a paise. Will you compare me? No, not possible. One person daily income of one person rupees 500. Another person income is 40,000 paise. Man, we cannot. One is rupee, other is a paise. Either you have to convert paise into rupee or rupee into paise. Afterwards you can compare. As it is not possible. As it is, you tell not possible to compare, sir. Measuring unit differs. Rupee 1, paise 1. Rupee, you have to cancel. 30, you compare, cancel. Same thing, you can cancel it. 5 division. $25,000, 40,000 is a quantity. Now you refer the definition. Ratio is comparison of quantify 2 or more, here 2. Quantifiable item, 25,000, 40,000 quantifiable item of same kind. Income, monthly income, same kind. Expressed in the same measuring unit, rupees. Illustration B. B illustration A, B, C, 4 illustrations I will give. Weight of two persons are 55 kg and 60 kg. 55, 60 quantifiable item. Weight two persons. Weight is the same kind. Here what is the kind? Weight is a 2 person weight you are comparing. One person weight, another person height. Nobody will compare, uncomparables. Will you compare your weight with the elephant weight? One is an animal, another is a human being. How can you compare? Both the same kind, weight, same kind. It is uncomparables. Therefore, weight of two persons, 55. So here, 55, 60 quantifiable. Weight is called same kind. Kilogram is the same measuring unit. One person weight is kilogram, another person weight is pounds, LBS. We used to call it pounds, LBS we used to say. One is a kilogram, other is a pound. We cannot compare as it is. Different measuring unit. Different measuring unit. Height you can express in terms of centimeter. Foot inches. Both centimeter we can compare. Both foot inches we can compare. One person height centimeter, another person height foot inches we cannot compare. Now you are right. They can be compared. Any doubts you have? Weight of two persons are 55 kg, 60 kg. They can be compared because they are quantifiable. First, quantifiable. Two things are given. Weight information given. Kilogram is a measuring unit. Measuring unit tallied, same kind, weight, same kind. Quantifiable, we can compare. First we cancel, kilogram cancelled. 5 common factor, you divide by each by 5. 11 is to 12. Illustration 3C. Listen first, C. Check whether you are able to copy everything. Now you write. Climatic temperature of 2 consecutive days at Chennai are 28 degrees. The small circle represents degrees. Celsius. Here climatic temperature same kind. Simply temperature don't write. Simply temperature means body temperature, water temperature. Likewise confusions we used to have. Now simply temperature don't say, it is a climatic temperature. Climatic temperature 2 days. Different places mean no, same place, Chennai. One day it is a 28 degrees Celsius, another day 30 degrees Celsius. Celsius is the same kind, expressed by degree. Celsius is the same kind, expressed in terms of degree. Suppose the price you are expressing in rupees in lakhs. The price of a car is rupees 3.5 lakhs. Price is the same kind. Price of a two car, price of this car, price of that car. Price is the same kind. Here rupees. Rupees is a measuring unit. Lakh expression. Expressing the measuring unit. You are expressing the measuring unit in lakhs. So here which is the measuring unit? Rupees in lakhs. Rupees in lakhs is called measuring unit. Rupee alone is a measuring unit. Don't say rupees expressed in lakhs. In lakhs. Rupees in crores. So rupee, measuring unit is a rupee in crores. What is a measuring unit? Celsius. Expressed in unit degrees. gold price in 2 consecutive days. 2 consecutive days are rupees 3,800 per gram, rupees 4,000 rupees per gram. 3,800, 4,000 is a quantity. Price is a kind. Price, gold price, gold price. So gold price is a gold price is the same kind. Gold price with silver price I am not comparing. There are also price, here also price. Gold price the same kind. Gold price. This is a gold price. This is also gold price. Same kind. Rupee is a measuring unit. Then what is the grams rate? Here you have to say rupees per gram. Rupee per gram is a same measuring unit. Here rupees per gram, rupees per kilo. We cannot compare. Here per kilo word is given. We cannot. This illustration you copy. Gold price is taken as the same kind. Price is expressed numerically. Price is the same kind. Gold price is the same kind. Measuring unit rupees. Rupees per gram rupees. Per gram rate. Sometimes they can give per sovereign. Sometimes they can give per kilo. Gold per kilo, silver per kilo, per. So here it is given rupees per gram. One is a per gram, other is a per kilo. We cannot compare. Same measuring unit is not tallying. Per gram, per kilo. Both rupee, but per rate figure. Per gram, per kilo. Do not matching. Because same I am cancelling. Same quantity I can cancel. See, I am cancelling. Rupee, gram. Rupee, cancel. Per gram, per gram. This is the meaning of ratio. One person's beauty cannot be compared with another person's beauty. If you take two girls, their beauty cannot be compared. Because beauty is not a quantifiable item. She is beautiful, he is handsome, that's all we can say. Beauty cannot be measured and said. Her beauty is 140 what? 140 rupees? 140 kilogram? Beauty cannot be measured, it is a quality. So, 3 points followed by para number 4, important point number 4. Point number 3, A, B, C, D, 4 illustration. With the help of the 4 illustration, try to understand which is a kind, which is the same measuring unit. Point number 4. Consider the ratio Consider the ratio 5:7. 5 is called first part of the ratio. Technically called, technical word, antecedent. Technical word, antecedent. First part, colloquial word. 5:1 means 5 is called first part, 1 is a second part. Instead of saying this colloquial word, technically if they use antecedent, consequent, antecedent. The same point number 4. 7 is called second part. Consequent. Antecedent means first part, consequent is second part. Ratio has got 2 parts. If you look at this illustration, 14 first part, 15 second part, antecedent 14, consequent 15. This problem, antecedent 19, consequent 20. Here antecedent 11, consequent 12. Next, point number 5. Ratio is purely a number. Ratio is purely a numerical quantity, a numerical. It has no measuring unit. It has no measuring unit. Ratio is always positive. You are telling the ratio 5:4, ratio is equal to 7:10. When you say the ratio 7:10 means they are purely a number. No kilogram you should not put, put inches you should not put. 7:10 is a numerical, that's also no measuring unit. Trigonometric ratio in school. Let us go to trigonometry. We have 6 trigonometric ratios. Sin 30 is equal to 1/2. What, 1/2 kilogram? No. 1/2 rupees? No. Then what 1/2? Just a number, 1/2. And what is the trigonometric ratio? We compared right angle to triangle, we compared the sides. We compared. This length you measure, compare. This length you are comparing. A, B, C. BC length, AC length you are comparing. Ratio, there you are comparing. Line length, straight line. Straight line and curve you are not comparing. AB is a straight line, BC is a straight line, AC is also a straight line, same kind. Both are expressed in centimeter, 5 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 4/5 with respect to this angle. 4/5. This and this if you compare, sine. If you compare this and this, if you compare sine, this and this you compare cosine. These two you compare tan, reciprocate, cosecant, secant, cot. So that trigonometric ratio. Sin 30 is equal to 1/2. What is 1/2 means? Just a number, that's also 0.5. Just 0.5, no measuring unit, centimeter you should not say, rupees you should not say, simply 1/2. So final answer, all cases, what is the final answer? 19:28, that's all, numerical. Here the numerical ratio is always a positive, no measuring unit. You should not get a negative. -3/5 you won't come across in ratio chapter. 3/5 you will be getting. -3/5 you won't get. Ratio is always a positive. 1:5 you can write in numerator denominator form. 1/5 you can write. 1/5 if you write fraction. Ratio can be expressed as a fractional form. Fractions can be expressed as ratio. 1/5 means 1:5. 2/7 means 2:7. This to this you can write, or this to that also you can write. Ratio you can write fractional form. Fractions are given means ratio form. Very often I will use this while doing problem. Ratios are expressed as a fraction. Fraction means numerator, denominator. Next point we can write point number 8. Pattern number 8 you put compound ratio. Compound, usually in mathematics, compound means addition. Compound interest, interest is added with the principal. Compound angle, trigonometry, those who know, compound angle, two angles are added, A plus B is a compound angle. A is one angle, B is another angle, A plus B is a compound angle. Sin A plus B, compound angle formula. Cos A plus B, compound angle. Compound means addition, usually. Whereas in ratio chapter, compound means multiplication, contrast. Compound means multiplication. Compound ratio, minimum 2 ratios should be given. 2 or more ratios are given, we can think of compounding. Very simple, listen, don't take. First 2 ratios are given, 7:5, 1 ratio, 3:8, 2 ratios are given. I am asking you to compound these 2. You have to multiply the first part, you have to multiply 21, second part you have to multiply. So 21 is the 40, E is a compound ratio, sir. Compound ratio, this is a compound ratio. 27:5, 3:8, 2 ratios given. First part you multiply, second part you multiply, resulting ratio is called compound ratio. 3 ratios are given, 1:2, 5:4 and 3:7. Compound the ratio means multiply the first number, 1, 5, 3. 1 into 5 into 3 is 2, 2 into 4 into 7. This is equal to 15, this is equal to 56. So it is a very simple, looking at it you can tell the answer of it. 2 ratio, minimum 2 ratio should be given. 2 ratios are given, right, multiply the first part, multiply the second part, multiply the antecedent, multiply the consequent, result is called compound ratio. Now you write if 2 or more two ratios are given, multiply the first number, multiply by the second number, that ratio is called compound ratio. First. Second illustration, three ratios are given, multiply the first number, multiply the second number, ratio form is right. That is called compound ratio. You have to simplify. Easiest is a compound ratio. From the look, answer can be said. Two examples are given. Because of easy, more examples are not required. Difficult means more examples. Point number 9. Final answer. Final answer of ratio. Final answer of ratio. Should be expressed in the lowest form. In the lowest form, that is most simplest form. You should not leave your answer like this, 30:45. This is my answer, sir, you should not say. You can simplify further. 5 cancellation, 6, 9. Again further 3 cancellation. Simplest form. Beyond that you cannot simplify. Simplest form. Final answer of ratio should be simplest form. Which number will divide both? You divide. At one point of time, no number possible. Classification of ratios. Point number 10. Before discussing, most of the students they will commit a silly mistake. Nine is to 25 is a ratio. Express a simplest form. If I ask, you have to say cannot be done, sir. You cannot simplify, we cannot simplify, sir. I do not know some students, sir. 3:5, sir. 3:5 is the simplest form. Wrong. If you say 3:5, you are wrong. Simplest form means common number. 9 and 25. Which number will divide both 9 and 25? No number. Don't say one. One will always divide any number. One you should not say. No number divides both. So answer is cannot be simplified. What is the answer? 9 is to 25. By mistake 3:5 you will be tempted. Don't put. Square root is not a simplification. Square root is 3:5. Square root cancellation not allowed. Same number you can cancel. You can divide. So, what is the simplification of 9:25 means 9:25 itself cannot be simplified. If you say 3:5, wrong. If a ratio A is to B is given, then we have the following. Then we have the following classifications. Duplicate ratio. Duplicate ratio of A is to B. Triplicate ratio. Ratios are classified into 4 categories. One is a duplicate ratio, how to calculate. Second one is a triplicate ratio, how to find. What is the meaning of sub-duplicate? Final meaning of sub-triplicate. Sub. Duplicate means square root. Duplicate. Cubit. Triplicate. Square root you calculate. Sub-duplicate. Cube root. A per 1 by 3, B per 1 by 3. Sub-triplicate. So, we have 4 classification. Illustration. Illustration. Duplicate ratio of 3:5 is equal to 3 squared. Root 3 is to root 5. Using calculator, don't express the decimal, leave as it is. I have given the notes A used to be general. A used to B is one ratio, I want duplicate, A square is to B squared. Some students they are thinking A is to B is equal to A square B square, wrong. A is to B, its duplicate ratio is A squared B squared, not they are equal. They are not equal. 1 is to 5. Duplicate ratio 1 is to 25, this is a duplicate, but they are not equal. Duplicate ratio of 1 is to 5 is, this is a duplicate, this is a duplicate, this is original. Original ratio, duplicate. They are not equal. Square it, duplicate. Cubit, triplicate. Try 3 times. Square root if we put, sub-duplicate. Anyway, the ratios are not equal. 1 is to 3 is to 5 is equal to 9 is to 25, don't write. 3 is to 5 is equal to 27 is to 125, no. Triplicate ratio is, duplicate ratio is, sub-duplicate ratio is, sub-duplicate ratio is, sub-triplicate ratio is. The resulting ratios are duplicate. Resulting ratios are called triplicate. Resulting ratio sub-duplicate. Original ratio will be as it is. Result is duplicate, triplicate, sub-duplicate, sub-triplicate. If you take the ratio 1 is to 1, you take. Suppose 1 is to 1 ratio given. What is a duplicate? 1 is to 1. 1 square, 1. What is a triplicate? 1 is to 1. What is a sub-duplicate? 1 is to 1. Sub-triplicate 1 is 1. That is the beauty of 1 is to 1. What is the beauty of 1 is to 1? Mean duplicate same, triplicate same, sub-duplicate same, some triplicate same. That you are right. Illustration 2. So, duplicate ratio 1:1, triplicate, subduplicate is nothing but same ratio. The beauty of 1:1 is that ratio itself duplicate, itself triplicate, itself subduplicate, itself subtriplicate. 1:1 means a square b square 1 1, triplicate cube 1, square root 1, cube root also 1. So, 1:1 is the only ratio having duplicate, triplicate, subduplicate, subtriplicate, same answer. So, recapping of what we have seen in the very first introductory class. After giving a small introduction and little bit advice and motivating you about the course, about the subject, about the teacher, I said. Thereafter we entered into the very first chapter, ratio and proportion. Definition of ratio given. Comparable quantities are compared. We are comparing comparable quantity. We are not comparing the height of one person with the weight of another person. We cannot compare. Therefore, comparison, comparable quantity compared. Quantifiable item means you have to express your answer numerical form. Certain things we can express numerical form, certain things we cannot express in numerical form. We cannot express numerical form quality. Quality cannot be expressed in numerical form. So, quantity alone we can. So, comparison of two. Ratio is a comparison. Human beings have always a tendency of comparison. Two academic comparing which is best. Two teacher you will compare who is best. Two cinema, two movies you will see which is best. Two heroes and heroines you will take who is best. Our mind will have a curiosity of comparing. Whether it is useful or useless, we used to spend the time in comparing. So, comparison is a ratio, comparison of quantifiable item, same kind, same measuring unit is a ratio. 4 illustration given. More illustration will make you to understand what is what. Thereafter, ratio I have given a point. Ratio first number is antecedent, second is a consequent. First part, second part also you can tell. Ratio can be expressed as a numerical form. Ratio should always be expressed in the lowest form. Ratio has a no measuring unit. Final answer 2:5, 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is a fraction, that's all. No measuring unit. Final answer should be simplified maximum level, lowest form. Compound ratio we have seen. Two ratios are given minimum, we can compound. What is compounding? Multiply the first part, multiply the second part. That ratio is called compound ratio. Illustration given. Ratios are classified into 4 classifications: duplicate ratio, triplicate ratio, subduplicate, subtriplicate. Illustration given. From the look, you can tell the duplicate, you can tell the subduplicate, etc. It is not a difficult one. These are the study we have made on ratio. Continuation as usual in the next class we can have. Thank you.